I am ready.
Alright.
I am ready.
Alright. Hello! I think we're up.
I am ready.
Hello everyone. Hello! I think we're up.
I am
Alright.
ready.
Cool, we're getting this started. My name is Brett. I'm an animator on Paladins.
I'm Jacob. I'm also an animator on Paladins.
And we'll
I'm
be
Jacob. I'm also an animator on Paladins.
players for Got the Mojo stream today. So for those that might not know, we're going to be playing games over the next 2 hours. We're going to be bringing some of you guys on the stream into the party with us to play. And those of you that do play with us, we're going to take down your names and you're going to get the Got the Mojo title at the end of it. Pretty fun, pretty exclusive.
So we'll probably, once we get set up in game, we'll have people not before, but when one of us calls it, we'll have you put your names in chat. I'll try to double check so we don't get any doubles from last time. Be nice, and we'll pick them completely at random, and invite you to the party, and we'll run some games.
Yeah. Biggest things. This is fun, guys. It's a game. We're here to have fun. So it doesn't matter who you pick. Doesn't matter who you play. Play whoever you have fun doing. Bill, whatever.
Yeah, we'll fill.
We do play pretty frequently, so got a good selection to pick from. Also, feel free to ask us any questions that we can answer about animations. If we see it in chat, we'll try to respond as best we can.
Can you still highlight text? If you highlight it, it's a higher chance of us seeing it. Or if you just hang on, I'll put my name here.
Yeah, 1 sec. I just got to.
I'll try to watch chat, but no promises if I am alive, if I'll be checking it. But yeah, ask us any question about animation, anything you think we could answer. About the process, the game, the lore. No spoilers.
Yes. So I think we just both put it in chat. Jacob's Twitch is Zizzy Baluba. Mine's bjack_. Might help us see things easier.
Yeah, I think they just got rid of highlighting, which is like the worst timing. Twitch.
Yeah.
That was actually a really nice feature when they still had it. All right, cool. I see some ads.
Also, if any volume's off or whatever, please let me know. Not used to this streaming life, so we'll adjust things as needed. Alright, I guess let's set up. No, please do not invite me, guys. I guess that's another thing. Don't spam us, don't invite us, don't message us. We're going to be giving everyone a fair shot. We are looking through Twitch chat. So what we'll do is we'll ask for some people to join us. We'll look in Twitch chat. We'll get names from you guys, and we will send the invites out. So please do not.
Don't spam it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, now's a good time to put your name in chat, and we'll pick out 3 at random. We'll be able to do a couple games today.
Yes.
So if you don't get a chance, stick around, and there will be future streams as well.
Yep.
We'll try to get as many people as we can.
We're going to be queuing up for all 3 modes: Siege, TDM, and Onslaught. So depending on which one we get, they might go quick. But yeah. All right. So Jacob, do you want to pick 2? I'll grab 1.
All right. I've invited 1. Oh, I'm not the party leader.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do it.
Okay.
I trust in you.
Send me which names you pick.
Sure.
Alright, I'm going to pick so Jacob picked Escanor118. And you an invite. Jacob, do you want to pick another one? I'll pick
Hey.
Also, guys, make sure to send us your in-game names. Like if you just say I want to play and you're using your Twitch username, if that's not, we can't really just assume that's what your in-game name is, so we need to know your in-game name.
All right, we got 1. Higher level than both of us.
I'm going to pick Ash Skulls. Yeah, I guess just Ash Skulls. Alright, We need one more.
I sent you one more if it works.
Send it to me in work if you can.
Okay. I'm not sure which one to send it to you, so I send it to you in everything.
Okay. Alright, so Blackberry 514. Alright. So if you did not get picked this, oh, unable to find Blackberry. Oh, is it 2 R's?
I misspelled it. Yep, 2 R's.
Okay. Got them. Got them.
Whoa, you guys are all way higher level than I am on this account.
Carry us, please.
Carry us.
If you did not get picked, guys, hang out. We're going to play a match. Feel free to watch. Feel free to chat. Feel free to hang out. And then after this match, nothing personal to the people in the party, but we'll kick them out and grab 3 more people. So I guess let's go ahead and queue up.
Let's do it to it.
Okay, cool. You're updating that.
Team deathmatch. Select a champion.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, we got a TDM.
Feel free to stay, Saris. I can either.
I'm seeing all supports. Is this happening?
No.
Ash, you can stay Sarah's if you want.
Yeah. Go whatever you guys want. I'm picking this for a very specific reason. Merman Genos did come out today. It's
Oh yeah.
personal bias skin of mine because I got to animate the fish on it.
You worked on that one, yeah.
Yes. So
the Prince of the
that.
Oceans stands ready.
I'm just going to only play Pip today. And by that I mean every day. Unless someone takes him, and then I'm screwed.
One night
I'm a one trick. That's all I got.
One night my friends queued without me for a game they played with you. I was so jealous. Yeah, I actually try and play a lot in my free time. You'll see actually a lot of us on. You might just randomly get. Oh, change the live screen. Haha, thank you.
That's a good call.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, we
New at this.
still sometimes get lunch matches, but yeah, we play evenings. It's just kind of like whenever we're playing, right? But yeah, I recognize some names from the community. I'm like, oh, hey, I know you. You did this art or this cosplayer story or whatever.
So it begins.
Yes. We love seeing art on Twitter. But we both are very active on Twitter, as well as many other people from work. Our handles are on screen. If you want to check it out. We usually post a lot of animation work whenever stuff gets announced, and we can finally talk about things, whether it be skins, new champions, etc. But yeah, there's a lot of developer presence on Twitter, so feel free to follow us there. For those jumping in late, once again, I'm Brett and this is Jacob. We are both animators on Paladins. We're here getting the mojo with you guys today. Also, this is a judgment-free zone on gameplay. Whenever I
and character pick, unless you pick Sky. I'm kidding. You can pick Sky. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm kidding. I might say something, but it's a joke.
Bonus points for anyone that can flex as Koga.
Yeah. The good news is I haven't died yet, but the bad news is I haven't gotten a kill yet either. I don't know what that means.
This is adorable and needs a spray. I could go for that. I have no control over that, but I'd love to see it.
We'll have to make it ourselves and put it in.
Yes.
Sneak it in.
Don't not tell anyone.
Yeah, just don't tell. Yeah, don't tell Thunder Rush.
That totally goes over well in a production. Oh, look at all these people up here. Oh.
Yeah, to answer a question, we are playing NA servers. So I think last time they tried EU and had some success. So We'll see.
Romanova might be able to answer this. I don't know how like crossplay is working with this. We're both on PC right now. I'm pretty sure I have like crossplay enabled. So I don't know if that allows us to invite people.
You can always try it at the very least, but yeah, I'm not too sure.
But yes, right now we are playing on PC NA server. Okay, cool. Crossplay should be cool.
Enemy double kill.
Leave me alone, Maeve.
Alright, I'm getting my accuracy back. Here we go.
Yes, please no judging me or adding me or anything whenever you see me go like nimble 3 on your choices.
Oh, I haven't even bought items yet. I always forget to buy on TDM, like always. Oh, Koga.
Kneel. Enemy double kill.
Let the starlight soothe.
Too kind.
I grow weak. Heal me.
Enemy rampage.
Well played.
So to get a party invite, after this game, we'll call. You don't have to put your IGN in chat right now because we won't see it. But between games, we'll ask for IGNs and we'll just pick 3 at random.
Our stars are alive. Crumble into dust.
Yeah, I love that pufferfish. Brett did that. Brett did. I think Brett, you pushed for the idea of the pufferfish and said, "I will animate it if we get this in game," right?
Yes, there were a few complications about
Enemy
how much
double
work
kill.
we were going to commit to this, and the fish was on the table in like early concepting, and there were some concerns about it, and I really wanted to make sure it got included. And then I actually ended up being the one to animate it too, as well as just like the skin in general.
Enemy double.
I mean, I know a lot of people wanted it, but there was a question: it's like, can we get this in? How are we going to get it to work? And yeah, totally worth it.
I think my favorite part is on the character select screen on the intro animation. It like swims behind him. That was just fun.
It's so good.
We're only down by 2. Let's go.
You've earned the dog's gratitude.
Does the pufferfish have a name?
Did the community name him?
I don't know. I'll take a name as long as it's not inappropriate or lewd. Okay, as long as it's not inappropriate.
Yes, I'm playing Void
Oh,
Grip.
no.
1, because it's TDM, and we have another healer, so I didn't feel like I needed to go Luminary. And 2, nobody ever expects the Void Grip build, and with enemies like Maeve and Koga, it really annoys them.
Well, we did lose though, so
You know what? I don't think we need to remember that fact.
warm up game. It's fine.
Yes. So thank you to the 3 that we just played with. Let's go back to this screen real quick.
So I got your names down, and you won't get them right away, but soon,
Yes. So sorry that
sometime after the stream.
sorry that I just kicked you guys. Guys, please don't send us friend requests. That's not how this thing's gonna work. We're gonna pick the names out of Twitch chat to make it fair to everyone. So
Now's your chance.
please do not message us or invite us. That's not how this is gonna work. All right, in-game names.
You want to pick 2 this time?
Sure. Let's do, I'm gonna invite, first one is Demi Kami. Demi Kami? Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Send you an invite. Do you have someone?
Oh no, I never got Queen Pepper. Death stamp. Their death card. Man. I had it on both my dev accounts. And I just never equipped it here, so I never got it.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Alright. Do you have one?
Yes. Hang on. I'll send it to you right now.
Lucrom. Unable to find player. Is it spelled right?
Uh-oh. Oh no, I don't want to lose it.
Lucrom, if you're out there, just confirm for us.
Quickly say it and at me, because
Oh,
I
see
already
it. Yeah, I see
Okay.
it. Lucrom.
say we already said it out loud. We can't change it now.
That's how they spelled it. It says unable to find. We'll give them a minute. See if. Yeah, that's another thing, guys. Please make sure you're online, because when we go to a
Yeah.
video. Alright, I guess I'll do my second one. Sava 11. Sava 11. Sava 11.
Hey, I sent you a message in chat.
Current. Okay.
In the meantime,
Okay, let me. Yeah, find one more. I'll turn down game volume.
do you want me to give you one more?
Yeah, send me another one.
Okay.
Sorry, Zekrom. Or not Zekrom, that's a Pokemon. Or Retro. let me try to invite this person one more time. Lucrom, not Zekrom.
Okay, if not, I sent you another one.
That's literally who's already in our party. That was one of mine.
Really?
Yep.
Did I really?
Yep.
Sorry. I alt-tabbed.
No, it's okay.
Alright, I sent you one.
Okay. Colpinio? Colpinio? Jeez, I can't type right now. Alright. Cool. We got our group right now. Again, guys,
Alright.
if you didn't get invited, stick around. We'll be doing more after this match. To those in the party, hello.
Alright. Getting in queue.
Alright. If you guys asked us any like non
Siege.
or other questions,
Choose
like animation
your
questions or
champion.
anything, what is this, Jaguar Falls?
Genos.
I need to redeem my Genos.
Customize your champion.
Hey, see if you can turn on your in-game slightly.
Yes, I did turn my in-game down. Let me switch to this. I did turn my in-game down. I'm trying to figure out how to turn me up.
Oh, good. They left Pip open. Sweet. That's actually going to be good. Are you going to heal or?
Yeah, I can actually
Okay.
heal.
All right, I'll off heal then.
As I'm trying to figure out how to turn my mic up, I will just try to not mumble because I do that a lot. Skin boost? Did we skin boost?
I just did it.
Okay. Oh, I didn't realize that was you talking about that.
The Prince of the Oceans stands
Yes. Oh,
ready.
one thing I forgot to mention about the pufferfish. If there is a name from the community, an appropriate name, let me know, and I'm for it. Because we had the same dilemma with Dredge's squid. I was the one that animated Dredge's squid, and I don't know if he ever got a name. I know there was a few suggested, but how many years
So,
have you been working for EM or Hi-Rez? I've been at both EM and Hi-Rez for 3 years, working on Paladins my entire time here. Jacob?
I was on Titan Forge for 2 years. Oh, geez, I don't actually know. I've been here for. And I've been on Mojo for at least 2. So yeah, that makes sense.
Name it Mr. Puff? I like that.
Words of warning.
I actually do like that.
What was your favorite thing that you worked on that has been released?
Could give the scale.
Favorite thing that I worked on that has been released.
I mean, it has to have been released to talk about it. Important things.
About to begin.
Probably Dredge. Dredge's 1P animations were, I think, my favorite that I've done.
Oh yeah, those
so
are awesome.
far. How about you? What's your favorite thing that you've done?
Oh, geez, I don't know. I don't know.
5,
I guess I like a lot of the.
2,
Hold on, I didn't buy. Oh well,
Jacob, can you turn down your mic slightly too? Sorry.
I am Basha. I am Filipino, half Filipino. Also, is microphone fine now?
That was nothing.
I was probably getting up on it. Oh, so I think actually Tiberius is probably one of my favorite, just because he was a super fun character, and he was a really tough one to do. I did a lot of the third-person stuff for him.
That one, like, yeah, that definitely had your name on it. Like, normally
Yeah.
when we get to like a champion, we kind of go through like a rotation or see who's interested in like doing specific champions. But when Tiberius came around, we were like, Jacob's got to do this one.
I'm not gonna lie. Before I switched over to Evil Mojo, Tiberius was like planned as a possibility in the future, and I was like, oh man, I want to work on that guy. Like before I was even on the team. So I'm glad we actually got to work on him.
What do you think you're going?
Oh, I'm just dying a lot.
Our stars are aligned.
I wish I could have done more with him. But he's already pretty awesome as it is. Yeah, maybe I'll play him today.
Have I animated anything for your main champ Sky? I don't think I've done anything for Sky. I haven't done any emotes. I don't think I've done any poses. Sky was pretty much done before I came on Paladins. And so
Yeah,
usually
that's
like,
kind of old school.
yeah, so like usually those old champions, unless they've gotten like a skin, like for Sky's visual rework, we did some stuff for her for like her new hair and her new gun. I think that's like the most that I've actually touched on her. But otherwise, no, I don't think I have.
Do you have any lore on Pepper? I don't know that we actually have any lore on Pepper other than the concept of the alternate reality from her card art. Though someone did a fan lore on Pepper that she comes from a. This is not canonical at all, but she comes from an alternate reality where music is power or something like that. That I really like. Not canonical. I just like. Oh, the person who did this shirt came up with that.
I probably should have worn a Paladin shirt.
I switched like 5 minutes before. I was like, ooh, be perfect. Wow, I can't believe we got that push. Did we work on? I worked on IO. I did the 1P presentation for most of it for IO. Furia.
Lucrom, I see you there. Yes, that I am a Pokemon fan, and that's how I pulled off accidentally saying Zekrom instead. Also, since we tried to get you in last time, if you make sure your in-game name's spelled right, and I'll try and grab you for the next round, since we did try and pick you. We need animated backstory on Mr. Puff. Look, Mr. Puff is just living his best life. He's just swimming along with Myrnos.
Doing his thing.
Did you do anything on Corvus? Which one of us? Because that can go either way.
You would fight the dog.
Oh, by the way, this shirt was from our For Fans by Fans page. What I don't even know what to call it. If you go to the I'm dead. If you go to For Fans by Fans, you can get a bunch of cool fan designed Paladins merch. I think this was by someone named Night Fury. 32000. I'll have to check.
You guys do
Yeah,
our stuff too. I mean, sometimes like when we do like a champion development, we'll like try and incorporate if there is anything to take from lore into what they do on their kit. Jacob does a lot more specific lore stuff in the game as a whole.
Yeah.
But that's like outside of animation.
Right. It's kind of interesting because
Let us sail the sky.
there's not a ton of lore that we can show just in the game because it's an FPS, so you don't get to see it. So we try to express it through the characters, the emotes, their actions, like how they use their weapons. But a lot of that is like people who outside of the game look up, like check out all the pick apart the cinematics and things like that. But yeah, I love lore stuff. I always have in like every game I've played, so I do it a bunch for this game too.
How long does it take to make an emote? It depends on the scope of the emote. Like, like dances are obviously probably the most complicated.
Oh yeah, that's
it
tough.
depends on like if we do like an intro into a loop or something like that. But like just for a general like emote, like a taunt, wave, clap, whatever. Usually like a week.
Yeah.
Of like purely working on it, like our 40 hours in a week is like purely dedicated to that.
Yeah, but that's for animation alone because we still have like effects, sound, and tech have to get stuff hooked up too. But for us individually, yeah, I would say a week, at least a week for, or around a week for like a normal emote.
And we're usually working on like multiple things at any given time, so like we'll get like animations to a first blockout stage just to get the idea across, and we'll jump over to like other things that are currently working on. Get some feedback from the team on how emotes feel, and then like polish it. So like usually it could be over the course of 2 to 3 weeks, but the amount of like time it goes into it is probably a week's worth of work.
And oh, to answer the Corvus question, I don't think we ever did. Brett and I both worked on the 1P presentation for Corvus
Let the starlight
on like various aspects. Usually we'll split up the animations. It's not.
15 seconds.
Sometimes one person will work on the entire set, but usually we'll split them up. But someone will kind of take point and like go to all the meetings so everyone else doesn't have to.
4, 3,
And I don't remember everything I did for Corvus, but what did I do? Inspects? The shooting, I think.
You were point on Corvus first person, I think,
Yeah.
and I was just supporting you.
You did like reloads, the knife.
Yeah, I did. Yes, actually that.
I should buy something with these credits.
He wasn't that long ago, but we do so much stuff. There's so many different animations to work on for characters. It quickly gets. I'll have to load the files again to look at and remember if I did them or not.
Yeah, like we have 3 other animators on the team, Jim, Caitlin, and Claire. They're all spectacular, and usually we'll like rotate, like 2 of us will, like someone will be on point in the first person, one person will be on point in third person, and the others will kind of help them as best we can and take care of like other skins during that patch and any like side stuff that needs to be worked on. How difficult was the street style traversal emotes?
Oh.
Jacob, you can probably go in it. I think I was out still.
Yeah.
That.
So I did the Mave one. Caitlin did Sky. Who are all of them?
Ying,
I'm trying to.
Sky, Maeve.
Oh, Caitlin did Ying. I'm sorry, I'm trying to like play while thinking at the same time.
Yeah,
Ash.
Ash is the last one.
Yeah. But those are kind of tough because we hadn't done anything like that before. The concept of having a moving emote, when you stop, you do a pose and then hold the pose. There's like 3 different parts of that emote rather than just playing one emote through for 2 seconds, 4 seconds. But that was one where the animation team was like, "Can we do this? We'll put in the extra work. We really want this to work because we think it's gonna look awesome." We wanted to see people who like recorded themselves like walking up and posing, which we got on like Reddit and Twitter, which was awesome. But yeah, I think our programming and tech had to do a bit of work there, quite a bit of work to get all that to flow in time and with a new system that we haven't used before. That was a tough one, but we were able to use parts of that again in the future with like the Star Sisters and things like that.
Yes. There's another thing is if anyone manages to get a screenshot of all the Star Sisters doing their poses on the match screen, we would love to see that. Or even in game doing their emotes. That's when we made those. That's what we were really hoping.
Yeah, I'd love to have a 5th Star Sister just so we can get like a full squad on the end game screen. I guess you could use Genos. They got the Genos skin that's kind of similar line.
The gentleman one.
Yeah, Gentleman Genos.
Any new
Keyword,
champion
keyword.
ideas? I don't know.
I've seen some amazing Star Sister fan art, by the way. I love all of it.
Oh, actually, yeah. That's. Oh, ow. Hello.
Hey, I died though. Saved you.
Yeah, we love seeing fan art, and we actually do get to see a lot of it. Like everyone on the team, like Jacob and Claire especially love like finding, and Jim love finding and sharing fan art that they find on Twitter. We eat that stuff up. It's so awesome to see people making fan art of the stuff we work on.
Yeah, I try to save pretty much everything I see, like professional, amateur, digital, traditional, anything, and I have like well over 1,000 pieces of fan art for our game, and it's just because I'm someone who likes to create that stuff too, and I engage with lore, fan art, and fanfic a lot because I used to do it a lot. So seeing other people do it for something I work on is like amazing.
N30O said me and some friends did a 5-stack of the same names, and we used all the Star Sisters
Yes.
and Gentleman
15
Genos.
seconds remain.
If you have a picture of that, we would love to see it.
Yeah,
Nine,
add us on Twitter. I'd love to see that. It's so good.
Yes.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enemy.
Oh no, he just ate my ult. Come on. I was gonna be the hero this round.
Oh, well, I don't know what I was thinking there.
Didn't know.
Oh. There's some good questions that
Oh no. I don't
trying to get back to you with that.
think-
Oh.
Right. Sure. How often you guys inspired by fan skin concepts? Well, I mean, we love to see them, but we also don't have too drastic of an input on concept side of things, or like the initial idea pitches for new champions. I mean, we certainly provide feedback and get to see them, but yeah, we love seeing concepts and be like, hey, that would be
Capture point spawning
really
in
fun or
15
really sweet.
seconds.
Yeah. There's something to be said about the legality of it as well. Because I mean, a concept's just a concept, but we don't want to just completely rip off someone else's thing and be like, "Oh, we made this."
2.
But like the community fan skin patch was one of my favorite because we could say, "Hey, if you got some really cool ideas, throw them out there, and the community gets to pick what we do." And those are some of my favorite skins. It's my favorite Talos skin by far, and he's got some good ones.
Yeah, I do like all the community skins.
Enemy killing spree.
Abandon our tank.
Come on, Mr. Puff, we have people to kill.
We'll dominate these groups.
Oh. I'm sorry. Nessa, I could not save you.
One down.
So I've been playing as a healer this entire time, and I do not have healer cards at all.
Tweeted at us? Perfect. I will go check that out
Awesome.
after we're done streaming. And share it with the team.
Death is a
Prom in a wedding dress skin. I would love if that was a thing. That was one of my favorite fan skin concepts recently. It's so good.
the stars.
Enemy round.
Jacob, who's your favorite character to
Enemy
play? I
killing
think you might have said it already.
Enemy double.
Yeah, I think I'm already playing and wearing his shirt. Actually, Pip was. I started playing this game when it was still in closed beta. Like, I bought the Founders Pack in like right at the beginning of 2016, I think, and it had just been released like a month or two before. And it was Pip and Fernando were the two characters who were all like, okay, I gotta play this game.
Ah,
Oh.
so close.
We're not looking good with all these defeats.
We started out strong.
It's hard to split focus. But yeah, like I don't really play Fernando much anymore. I liked Scorch Fernando a lot, but I still play Pip a ton.
How did I do?
His flank build is like one of my favorite just styles of play.
Alright. Switch to this screen. Gonna kick everyone out. Thank you, 3 of you that just joined us. Oh, I left the party. That's not what
Nice.
I meant to
Nice.
do. Thank you.
Alright,
Alright.
give us your names. By the way, we're multi-queuing Deathmatch TDM Onslaught. And we got a Siege game there, but we might take Siege off so we can get more games in. Though chances are we'll be seeing more of the other games. Those fill up a bit quicker.
I'm using my invite to grab Lucram Chom.
Oh, you already got?
Yeah, we tried to get him last round. And
That was going to be one of mine.
okay, well you have 2 now.
All right.
Unless we do 1 and 1, since we had a mutual pick there. Yeah, well, we picked these guys once again. Do not invite or message us for invites in game, because that's not how this is going to work. We're picking them out of Twitch chat. Put your in-game name, how it's properly spelled, in Twitch chat. Please be online, and we'll invite you through there.
All right, I sent you one.
Comfy Bun.
I liked the bun.
Sends you an invite, Comfy Bun.
Do you want one more?
Yeah, if we can get one more.
All right, let's go with Consumed Hatred.
Ooh.
Not just because you say you like Pip.
Hatred.
You're just the first one I noticed when I glanced over.
Oh, I typed that wrong. Consumed hatred, not consumed hatred. Okay. Got our party this time.
Give me a second to get these names down.
Okay. Thank you
All right.
guys. Party's full right now. We're going in a match. Once again, hang out, chat. Be around for the next game. We'll get 3
Ask me
more
lore
people in.
questions.
Yes.
Select a champion.
Oh, whoops. I managed to get my... Huh. I got Paladins on another screen by accident.
Pip is just that cool. Yes.
I'll do Tibbers.
I can fill. What do we need? Frontline? What do we want? Foreman's Rise?
Form's Rise.
Oh no.
Onslaught. Yeah, frontline would be good.
Customize your champion.
I would go Makoa and try and hook people into the fan, but that's just expecting way too much from my Makoa.
Yeah, gotta practice a bit for that one. Oh, I don't have Tomb Keeper, right? Yeah, I forgot to do that. I was playing so much on the dev build for Sands of Myth that I never played it live, so I don't have very many of those
The
unlocked.
screen, yes, thank you. Please yell at me if I forget to switch the screen back over.
Okay, cool. It looks like Lucrom is on crossplay, so that's working fine. I thought it would be. Usually, if you invite people crossplay, it works. I wasn't too sure.
This is not ranked. This is just casual queuing into all 3 queues: TDM, Onslaught, Siege. We're just getting into whatever matches we can. Gives us the fastest queue time. And yeah, we're just going to try and play as many matches as we can. It's only 140, and we're already in our 3rd match. So hopefully we can get a bunch of people.
Are we making mermaid skins for all the support characters? I don't think so. There's a lot of support characters. I don't believe that's in the cards.
I played with you but didn't get the title. So the way the title works is, I don't know when you played with us, but it's the people that are on our team, the people we invite, and the people that were in the last one. I think there's a list of those ones. But essentially, anyone that, any dev that does these, got the Mojo thing, streams will invite people, and we're putting the people we invite on a list, and those people will eventually get the title. Might not be right away.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, it might take, say, a week plus or minus.
Yeah.
We just need to go through and double check the names, make sure everyone gets them before they get sent out. But you'll see them. Maybe even today.
Yes. So
maybe.
I don't know if you are on our team or on the other team, but it is for the people
3,
on
2,
the team with us.
and
Win or
so
lose.
it begins.
What am I doing? Right. Oh, I totally thought this was a different map. I thought we were on
Splitstone?
Yeah, Splitstone.
I'm not gonna lie, I did too. I was like, I didn't know we had a Foreman's Rise onslaught.
Yeah.
We did. It's just not a Splitstone one.
I would have picked Terminus.
I would have actually picked it.
I just wanted to
You
throw
got-
people into the fan. Or the drill, whatever it's called.
I mean, you can still launch people off the edge.
That's true.
Well, not Rom or Fernando. No, it's gonna be hard. You can launch Vivian off the edge. You got Vivian.
Let's see if I can bait someone to come honor duel me out here. Yeah. Oh wait, are they all tanks?
They got a lot of tanks.
Vivian and Eevee. Oh no.
Look at these tryhards. Maybe we should be tryhards.
Look, are you saying what I've been doing isn't tryharding, Jacob? Because
That's the excuse I used to doing poorly. Oh, I wasn't trying. It's fine.
okay, well, out of desperation, I'm just gonna go morale boost 3 and ult as many people as I can. You have lore on the upcoming flank. What upcoming flank? Don't.
I was talking about Eevee. Laura on the upcoming flank. Who's Eevee?
Droxus has been in the game for a while.
So yeah, I can give you Laura on the upcoming flank. So Pip is a Vulpin from Bright Marsh. He's our only Vulpin character. He comes from the Enchanted Forest, same place Grover and Mojo are from. Well, not quite the same place. So anyway, Grok's our upcoming flank. He's an orc from the river in Greenwood.
Is he?
Yeah, he's part of like the Greenwood Forest territory. It's a large area. It's a location as well as a territory.
Eevee just baited me.
Better.
Guys, this magic
Can't run.
well.
Can't run. Sorry, Terminus, you can't block this one.
See ya. Oh no.
That's what you get. That's what you get. Don't worry, he's dead.
I should have known that was gonna happen.
I'm saying you can only get Vivian.
Nobody saw that. It's fine.
Or you can just take him with you. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna bring him
Okay, now I'm trying. Here we go. Now that I'm doing good, I can say I'm trying. Is Cassie? Yeah, Cassie's from the forest. I believe the Enchanted Forest is kind of like it's like split up into two parts. Cassie's from the forest, and it's a pretty big area. So your magical protectors, Willow, Grover, are part of the more enchanted area of the same sort of forest structure.
Come find me over here. See ya.
Grok is from Greenwood. Grok is from around Greenwood, not the city, but the forest area.
Yeah, I definitely should have gone up the ramp before I tried to throw him off.
People are asking me things like, "Oh, Will's from there too." I'm like, "Am I saying things I'm not supposed to say?"
Enemy killing spree. Enemy double kill.
Does Vivian have a knockback?
Oh no, I have not used my sword like all game.
What just bumped me off that ramp?
Did Rom fly by without you know?
I didn't see it. Vivian got the kill on me. I generally
She flanked you before you died.
It just hit me again. Who?
Is it her ult?
Booby
No,
trap?
it's an AOE.
Is
Oh,
booby
booby-
trap?
who uses
or, like,
booby-
Is she going booby trap?
She is going
Yeah.
booby trap.
Oh, the sensor drone knocked me off the map.
Rampage.
You know what?
Enemy
Well played.
I just got
Very
booby
well played.
trapped. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me in the game before. I didn't even think that was a thing. Yeah, they almost got me again. You know what, Vivian?
Don't worry, I got you. I got you, fam.
Enemy double
And shield this, Vivian.
All these people just watch me fail and all, and then get booby trapped off the map. That's how my day's going right now.
I'm glad you're the one streaming, not me. I'm doing great as far as anyone knows.
We're all doing great. This is a fun game. I'm gonna see if chat will pick my character to play next game.
They're gonna give you emoji.
Jokes on that.
Hey chat, give him Moji. Give him emoji.
Please don't. I mean, you can.
I actually like Moji.
Alright. Let's try this again. There we go.
Enemy double.
Was Cassie Fernando's girlfriend? I don't think so. But I also don't know how much we said. Not specifically.
See ya.
Oh, this Vivian. I need to buy. I have 3,600 credits and I haven't bought a darn thing. Sked Wrecker.
Spoil us, please. Dude, I keep walking out this door and almost getting booby trapped off the ledge again, and I'm not learning. Dude,
Enemy double.
create a damage rock title.
Enemy rampage. Enemy double.
I'm trying to think.
Okay.
If I was wittier, there would. I'm pretty sure there's a title that would have fit this already. I do love damage grok though, and I would be happy to cough caught and pick grok next game.
Don't pick him, Grok. Do pick him, Grok.
An enemy is unstoppable.
No.
Maybe I should get on the point.
And if we get deathmatch, I'll do Moji. I think she's really good in deathmatch.
Jacob, we gotta win a game.
No. We got only a couple more games to get our win.
Just need one. Alright.
I mean, they did totally build Onslaught.
See ya!
Yeah!
I've gotten him 3 times with that, yet I can't seem to ult someone. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna do what I call a pro gamer move. But watch, I'm gonna miss my ult in reality. Haha! See ya. I'm also very partial to Khan, who was the first champion I was point on. Although, as you can
Oh, I
see,
didn't know
I'm
that.
not very good on him. Yes!
Enemy double.
Pro gamer move.
Enemy killing spree.
I'm just walking in and dying.
I mean, oh boy.
They don't even have a support. How are we losing? You
Oh
raised a
boy.
good
Yeah, well,
point.
3 tanks is rough.
I mean, triple support versus triple tank. Eh!
We have 3 supports. And
Yeah.
that's it. They're so tanky and we don't have like very low damage. They have Hi-Rez.
And a lot of people like Tiberius' voice. Tiberius has an awesome voice. I remember we were in a.
30 seconds.
We got this.
Yeah.
I remember we were in a meeting. We are talking about like how to do Tiberius' voice, the accent, everyone, and like talking about the voice actors. How to get a French voice actor, like someone who's actually French and not just doing a voice.
15,
And I think everyone was super happy with how he turned out.
10,
Also, the "Oh, well, what's this" line was my idea. Let it be known.
6, 5, 4, 3.
That was my greatest contribution to Paladins.
Defeat.
Alright. 0 for 3. Next time.
That was not very good. That was not the best game.
Okay. We're not quite. Okay, let me clear. Back to this one. Thank you, you three. Oh, I'm not the party leader anymore. Wait,
Is it me?
no? Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright. 3 more people. Put your in-game names in chat. Please be online.
You get 2. I'll get the last one.
Okay. Well, I just like this name. Boosted E-Boy? Boosted Boy? Yeah, Boosted E-Boy. Alright. Let me know.
All right,
if
I'm
you
picking
got
one at random now. Oh snap! It's Ari.
Oh, snap, it's Ari.
I'll send you the spelling.
Okay. You've been writing these down, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Wait.
Let me look.
Hang on. Some of them disappeared. Maybe I didn't get the last. Wait.
No, those
Oh
are
no! I
the
scrolled
last
down.
3.
I scrolled down. I scared myself.
Yeah, those are the last 3.
Okay.
Am I picking one more?
Yeah, I got one more.
Alright. Also, I don't know if I said this before. If you somehow got in last time, not sure why you'd be here. Because you just really wanted to do it again. But you can only get the
I mean,
title
hang
once.
out.
Yeah, hang out and watch. But we're going to invite people that have not gotten it before.
I have been checking the last duplicates, by the way. So
Daddy Nukes.
I'm looking at you, creepers.
I like that name. Daddy Nukes. Alright.
All right. So just so you know, I legit when I'm randoming, I just look over it and click on the chat window and I take the first one I see. So it is purely random. All right, I got those 3. We're good. Oh, now everyone tell Brett who he should play.
Yes. Who am I playing this match? Chat. Let me switch back to the game view. Guys, invites are closed. We got our 3 for this match.
I'm seeing a lot of emojis.
Hang out.
I'm seeing a lot of emojis.
Hang out for the next match. What I'm looking for right now is suggestions on who to play
Torvald.
for the next match. Moji, Torvald. I don't like either of these options. Torvald,
I'll play. I'll play the second. I'll play the second most voted option.
Dredge, please. I would play Dredge. I think besides, I normally play supports. Like Genos, I'd consider Genos my main. But when I don't play supports, I'd say Dredge is my next favorite character.
I used to play a ton of Torvald. I loved old school Torvald.
You wanna play Torvald? I'll play Moji.
Siege.
Oh,
Choose your
on Siege?
On Siege? It's Moji.
Moji.
I don't really want to play Torvald. All right, I'm breaking the rules. I'm picking Pip.
Do Pip. Yeah, someone really wants you to play Pip. So
It's a very fitting map for Pip.
Customize
Oh, I get to
your
point out the
challenge.
awesome art that Andy did, and the other people. I only remember which one Andy did though. There's a lot of stuff hidden in our levels. Our environment team is awesome, and they like to just tuck details away. And Bright Marsh is just full of them.
although I don't know if I've played Moji since they nerfed her building her star up and then detonating
Oh,
it. I forget what that is.
yeah, they changed the fire speed of the LMB and
That's how
increased the range.
That's how I'm gonna play it.
Come on,
You know what? We're gonna
two.
do cuddling Moji.
I believe in you. Ooh, that Inara post is the one that I made. Oh, so I just realized I don't have the camera, but I'm going to point at objects for you to look at.
I do have a little bit of fondness for Moji because some of my not top of the list, but some of She has a couple animations on her that are one of my more favorites that I did, like the inspect.
Oh, Inspect's great.
The emote where she feeds a treat to the pet. Was it Polly? Is that her pet's name?
Holy,
Poe
yeah,
and
Poe
Lee.
and Lee are the two heads.
Which one's the derpy one? Is that Poe or is that Lee?
I think it's Lee, but I don't remember.
Chat, does anyone know which head is which name?
Mr. Snugglesworth is my best friend, and we're here to collect all the toys.
A real healer, don't we?
Wants to go with me.
Fine.
Alright.
You know, I'll do combat medic. I actually like combat medic.
I want this one.
You only have a single tank, so yeah,
Poe is left,
I believe it.
The battle is
but
about
yes,
to begin.
I did this inspect animation. Still one of my more favorites. At some point I might go back and polish it up a little bit.
Oh, hey, Brett, look on the wall over here
Where?
by Pip, who's shooting at
Sorry,
himself.
Yes?
So there's these little paintings are each a different Vulpin drawn by our environment team.
3, 2.
You have like a couple old guys, a young lady.
I'll look at them.
Next round.
Yeah.
You can also see like there's like a wheelbarrow return station on this level. Fountain, stuff like that. Just like tons of details. You actually also see them in the cap room. Is a couple of Vulpin portraits. It's like all these little details that you don't notice while playing because they're in the actual map. But I just love that stuff. It's so cool. Oh, I'm combat medic. I can heal. Right, I'm playing a healer now.
I forgot there's like squeaking as like these two run.
Yeah.
Hail.
Good, everyone.
Cheer up, sandals.
Double kill.
Stick you too hard. You.
I'm just point anchor on this one with an R back here.
Also, like I said earlier, no judging me for going straight up Nimble 3, although I am playing. I just love Nimble on everything. I'd pick Nimble 3 on Geno to run around in
Like this.
his speed ability. if I could.
Rise again. Watch the flank, team.
Oh, again, this might be our win. I hope I didn't speak too
Jacob,
soon. But we're
yeah,
gonna
don't
be
say that.
great.
We were up 3-1 in the
Oh,
first
Sky behind you.
half.
Yes, we are playing on the NA server. Yeah, I like Moji because she's a tank mounter. She's like sort of a one trick. I'm coming. There you go. Oh my goodness. I went to save you, but I got killed in the process.
Baited.
But yeah, Moji's tank killing power is really nice. But she's tough to get a good flank round with on certain maps. So the stream's gonna last until 3 EST.
So we got another
So
hour.
about another hour, yeah. Yeah, that number of games in. Yeah, that's the worst part about Moji. It's just missing your ult and then there's nothing you can do. That's it.
30 seconds remaining.
Alright, they're holding really well. I got my ult up, but I want to wait for the group.
Sorry, Moji's been putting me in like a certain zone that I haven't looked at chat this entire game. So
That's
sorry
fine,
if anyone asks me anything.
15
I'm trying to,
seconds remaining.
Alright,
Like,
here's your turn, Joxus. No, don't die.
trying to,
Oh my goodness.
trying to pay attention to when my like star is filled.
6, 5, 4, 3.
Oh man, I spoke way too soon, didn't I?
Yeah, you jinxed us. We weren't even at the thing yet.
Sorry. It'll be fine.
Alright, let's look at these lore pictures while we're here.
Moji is a monster. Yeah, Moji's a flank, but she can melt tanks. That's part of what I love about this game is just because you're a flank doesn't mean you can't play the video game. You're not stuck with simple rock paper scissors. Like I can play flank Pip. I can play support Pip even though he's clearly meant to be a flank, and it's still viable.
Jager, can we pitch?
Capture point spawning
Okay,
in
yeah.
15
Bruh. Well, the art that was behind the spray.
There we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That Vulpin is a combat medic. Can you VEG?
I would be so in for another Vulpin support because Vulpins are supposed to be pure pacifists. Pip isn't because he's using explosives. That's why he's awesome. But to have like a completely pacifist character would be so cool and incredibly hard to design. Sorry, design team. I'm not trying to give you the tough ones. Alright, I got my ult. I've had my ult this whole time. Oh, I didn't buy again. Someone remind me to buy.
For a second, the thought of needing to be reminded about something made me wonder if I even switch back to the game.
Push the payload.
Hey, what's up, design team in chat? Just go ahead and make us a no shooting pacifist character.
What's a good item to buy on Moji? Hey, design team, what's a good item to buy on Moji? Is it Life Rip? Is it Deft Hands, and why? Can I buy Deft Hands on Moji?
I hope not.
Hey, we got the point.
Oh,
I'm glad
this guy behind.
I haven't been doing anything.
Enemy double kill. Enemy killing.
Chronos and Life Rip? I believe it. Everyone's suggesting Deft Hands. Thanks a lot, chat. Oh, I'm running away.
Deft Hands on the design team said Deft Hands on Moji. Design team, make Deft Hands buyable on Moji, and I'll buy Deft Hands on Moji.
Oh, this guy. Get out of here.
Although
Get out
I
of here.
feel like
Can't
at this
come.
point, I have Nimble 3. I should just go mounted movement speed 3.
You are not welcome here.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be so
I was right about to turn that chicken into a snack. Reverse.
I don't know if Waddle D has Twitter. Just catch him on Discord.
Yeah, he's active.
Yeah, he's active.
You can ask him.
They really like camping up there. I wish I was playing Damage Pip right now.
Got her!
Hey, there we go.
Yes, I did that 1P execute.
So good.
and,
Except for you're stuck for so long.
Yeah, it was tedious to do because it's we were asked to do that specific like breaking apart thing in a short time, but I think it's fun.
Oh, hey, follow me. I want to show you the wheelbarrows.
Okay,
Capture point spawning
I just
in
can't get
15
enough of this
seconds.
masterpiece over here. Can we recreate this somewhere on a blank canvas? This wall's flat.
5,
We need the bro. Oh, here, it's down here.
3, 2, 1.
I
I'd say we'll
missed.
do it next round, but there's not going to be a next round because we're winning right here.
Yeah, this will be it. Oh, the wheelbarrows. I forgot.
I did a pro gamer move by actually hitting my ult. Yep.
One would argue that is, in fact, at least a pro gamer move.
It's something the pros would do. So I'm already in.
All right, Sky, I'm coming for you this game. I mean, for the rest of this game, we're about to win. We got to win this so we can get more people in.
How do you get a chance to play with them? After this match is done, stick around and chat. When this match is over, we are going to invite 3 more people out of Twitch chat to join us, and that's how you get matches.
Uh-oh.
So stick around in Twitch chat. When we ask for it, we'll ask for in-game names, and then we'll invite people based on who responds.
We'll have about another hour to go, so we get plenty more games in.
Victory.
Yeah, there we go.
We got one. That's all that matters. We can lose
We
the
gotta
rest of them
win.
as long as we won.
Now we
one.
can throw for the rest of the day.
Wait, no, we need to win another because I'm not ending today saying that the only win was on Moji.
Maybe that's the takeaway. Hey, I
Maybe
did that
that's the key.
that Moji pose at the end.
Nice.
And the pit pose.
And you did that in our pose.
Hey, I did. I did a lot of these.
Alright.
Honestly, the Pip and the Moji one was just because I wanted them to have another MVP.
Alright, let's go back to this screen for a second. Thank you, three of you that just joined us. But
All right, let's get some new names going.
time to kick you guys. I'm kidding.
While I drink more water.
Kicking with love. Yes, water. Alright. Yeah, drop them in chat, guys. We'll pick 3 more people. You want to do 2 and I'll do 1?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, I just saw it.
All right.
I've got mine.
I got 1.
I'm gonna do Tyson Slayer.
And 2.
Oh, you sent them to me, didn't you? Okay.
I did. Step on Mellow, which I hope is a totally above board name.
Yep.
And Help
that's-
Lumps. Hey, that's what happens when you pick random names sometimes.
Step on me, Mella.
Oh shit! It's,
Yep.
yep, I just realized what it says. Yeah, let's go with Step on Mellow, which is definitely what it says. All
didn't know.
lowercase at the end.
Alright, and then Halpalumps is the third one. So we've got Tyson
Halpalumps?
Slayer, Halpalumps, and
Make
Step
sure
on
that-
Mellow is what we're gonna say
Yeah,
that
Step on
is.
Mellow.
Alright,
I copy pasted.
that's the 3 for this one. So invites are closed right now, guys. So sorry if you didn't get picked. Just wait around for the next game.
Hey, we got two IO avatars. Oh, Mellow has an IO avatar. That's interesting.
Wonder why?
Must be a fan of IO, I guess.
Yeah, I've never heard of that character.
Siege.
All right,
Select a
All
champion.
right, we got
Wait,
our.
splits
Wow,
now?
we're getting siege a lot today.
I'm playing Dredge.
Ho, ho, ho.
All right, we'll make this a quick siege game.
Your champion.
Here we go.
Guys, there's no need to keep spamming in-game names. Invites are closed right now, and they'll be gone by the time we get around to the next round. So just hang out. We'll invite 3 more next game. Oh, I need to go back to the game. Why did you guys remind me? This is on you.
Hey, go back to the game. All right, who am I on? Did somebody say Pip?
You never answered the
might
cheese
as well.
lore. What cheese lore? Jacob, do you have cheese lore?
I saw something to do with the moon and cheese, or maybe it was IO and cheese.
Is that? I know like Wallace and Gromit is like a big cheese on the moon thing. Is that like elsewhere too? Is that like just a common like folklore thing?
Where's my
Yeah, the moon is made of cheese.
I'd buy it.
That's a common thing.
I'd vote for that canon.
All right, Saku Yan 3D asked, "What would be the cost of a 10-piece chicken McNugget in the world of the realm?" In crystals, of course.
In crystals. Well, at the exchange rate of how much are 10-piece nuggets right now? I never actually picked the price. I'd pay all the crystals I have for a 10-piece nugget right now.
time to cross?
I'm gonna
the
go
gates on
with
the naughty list.
free. I can make them out of my enemies.
Free 99 is my. That's dark. Just because you turn people into chickens.
Yeah, exactly.
$1 at Bomb King.
$1 at Bomb King. Yeah, there you go.
Prepare for battle.
I don't think there's an actual cheese comment because no one is asking again. So it must not be important. That's what I'm taking away. Hey, look at the cute goblins over here. Has anyone seen these goblins before? There's some over here too.
5, 4, 3,
Sprayed us.
2, 1. The battle has begun.
Earl is your favorite. I actually like all.
I just like the audio from it.
Um,
Harpoon.
I actually like all of Dredge's talents. I kind of like switch between Abyss Spike, Hurl, and actually I can't remember the name of the third one, so I guess I don't like them all. But I switch between Abyss Spike and Hurl a lot, depending on like. Usually, if like there's a sniper, I'll usually go Abyss Spike because I just like planting the harpoon near. Did I? Alright.
Oh, I think I'm lagging.
Cool.
Or someone else's. Oh, Flying Dinkle loves the design of the gun.
Thank you.
Brett did the animation for that, so.
Did we? I wasn't actually looking at chat when I asked earlier. Has community picked a name for this dude? For the squid?
I have seen Squidward before, and you know it's not the official name. That can't possibly be. But you know.
Sarah rigged the gun, and I think she said like Squidly. I don't know if we can name it Squidward for legal reasons.
It's 2 words: Squid Space Ward.
Squidward.
Squidward.
Okay.
Dodge any sort of questions.
Scuttle's the last one.
Scuttle, yeah.
Can't actually remember what it does. Now I know the name. Wait, what am I going? No, I did go Scuttle. I'm literally going Scuttle. Ignore me.
No judgment, no judgment.
Hurl's the no cooldown one, and this spike's the right.
Enemy killing.
I think Hurl is the one I don't go very often because I just like harassing people with the right mouse button.
Oh, I didn't buy items. No wonder the healing. Dang it. Oh, here's Hi-Rez.
Lovecraft, like the mac and cheese. This is his name.
Tengen's actually just called me out for not buying.
Use your left click more. I can't. Both my mouse buttons are right clicks.
That's the dredge mouse.
Yep, I'm literally just. See.
There's a squid on the left mouse button.
Yes, I gained like muscle memory when Dredge first came out, and he had like the insane reload speed card to like never left click, like you just right click and then reload. And then after that got changed, like a week after he got launched, I just never learned how to flash.
So you probably all know that we do a lot of playtesting internally. So there's a lot of stuff we learn on characters that gets changed because everything gets iterated on. And it throws me off every time on release. I'm like, okay, which version of Dredge is this?
Like I said at the beginning of the stream, and I'll say again, there's no judgment for the items I buy. Jacob, you did 2 of these most, didn't you?
Capture point spawning
For-
in 15 seconds.
I did. Oh yeah, the goofy dance. Rip, rest in peace.
Yeah,
I love this one.
You guys have Jacob to thank
5,
for this gem.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I did the the sort of like undead looking laugh he does as well. I bought this round. I see that shade. Oh, this Atlas wall is just playing me. Thank you for the heals. Don't step on me, Mello. I mean, don't step on Mello.
I mean, same. Oh no, I don't like this. See you.
Watch the skies. No peeking.
We can still warm their hearts.
Attack.
Is coming to town.
You know what? I probably should have gone Abyss Spike because now that I'm realizing it, I don't think I've actually like tried to hit someone with the Scuttle explosion once this match. Oh no, I didn't actually put a portal down anyway. I have a terrible dredge.
I always forget his portal. Ooh, that Willow's lighting me up.
Smell Domba's snake name? I don't know. Snake's been
I'm-
in the game for so long.
If I remember correctly, pretty hair called the snake Olong. Olong Johnson. Yeah, it was a joke in one of the patch shows, and I think it stuck.
How do you remember that?
I don't know. It's lore. It's lore, so I have to remember it. That's how. Oh, I should use my ult, shouldn't I? What is this? Second round? I haven't used it yet.
Flank dredge. Hello.
Oh my goodness. I messed up. Miss me.
No.
I love Atlas. He's such a cool character.
Have you met my friends?
It's full of joy.
Does Vivian's friends have names?
Shooty One and Clark. Vivian and friends.
She's still in that corner? Oh, she died.
15 seconds remaining. 10, 9, 8,
I know we haven't been paying attention to
One
chat as
touch.
much, but
5,
I've been watching.
3,
if you guys have any
2,
animation questions,
1.
feel free to ask. We will try and answer them as
Overtime.
best as we can. We were answering a few earlier.
enemy
We had
killing
to try hard because we were losing.
Oh no, he got me.
Oh boy.
I got my ult up though. Here's the part where they all die. And by that I mean we push the cart, because I don't need to use it. Yeah. Oh, wasted my ult. Oh no. I didn't mean to press that button.
Who is the most annoying character to animate? I don't know if there's anyone specific, but I mean, Jacob, you might have someone specific, but usually
Yeah.
it's just characters that have a lot of like secondary animation, like lots of like flowing
By the light of the moon
like
and the
dress
stars,
bits
I
or
will protect all
capes or
innocence
things like
with
that.
my
Usually
light.
just
Capture point
takes
spawning
a
in
long time to
15
animate,
seconds.
just because like it's a lot of extra pieces we have to worry about.
Yeah, Amani is one of those characters where she has a lot of
5,
Oh yeah.
a lot of stuff hanging down, and a lot of her skins don't have the exact same setup. So like adding a new emote with her can mean there's a lot of extra work.
Yeah, I think.
But if I had to pick one, I think Moji's probably one of the hardest because she has her Moji's a character, then Poli is a character with two different heads, and she has two different skins that are pretty different. Like her dragon, or what is it? The Dragon's Call one. That's pretty different from her base.
Yeah, I think like Inara and Saris are up there for like takes a long time to like make any adjustments on things.
How fun was it to animate Genos' hair? Flowy hair like Genos?
I mean, on his skins, it's alright. I think Jim was the only one that was here when Genos was in production.
Yeah, I don't remember if anyone else was. Though I would imagine with Genos, I didn't work on Genos' base. Yeah, there it is.
By the light of
I would imagine with Genos, it's not so hard because the hair doesn't have to follow gravity, so there's probably a little bit more fun than if it was just really long hair that hung straight down.
Jim's in chat and he said terrible.
Yeah.
How hard was Corvus to animate?
Corvus
actually,
was.
Yeah, answer that,
You-
and then we'll do this.
Oh yeah. Well, while I answer that, give us more in-game names.
Yes. All right. While he answers that, flood chat with names, guys. We're gonna invite out of chat. Thank you to the 3 that just joined us. I am now kicking you with love from the party.
Kicked with love. So I would say Corvus wasn't super tough in the grand scheme of things. He was designed not to be a really crazy out there champion, because we'll have like some really like Bomb King is really crazy looking, and then more humanoid ones. But so he wasn't too hard, but there's a ton of personality we wanted to put into him. So his difficulty came with like selling this kind of hot young officer. This like hot shot in the magistrate, and having the mix of like he's strong, he's smart, he's cocky, but also he's like a little bit abyssal, but we don't want him to go like full dredge. So he was the difficulty was fun on him. It wasn't like a lot of extra stuff.
Alright, I've got my first invite. Wait, am I doing 2 or are you doing 2?
You do too.
Okay. My first
I don't
invite's
know
gonna
what we did
be
last time.
a Nervix because they were very polite in chat.
All right, I'm gonna completely random pick one right now.
Actually, did I spell that wrong? Oh, yes.
All right, I got Sprue. Sprue.
Spree? Spree? I love Spree candy. Spree. Spree W. Alright. One more. Gonna pick out random. Scroll on whoever is at the bottom of the list. Alright, let's see. Peachy EXE. Peachy X? Peachy EXE? Peachy. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Those are the 3 for this match. Once again, stick around for after this game. We'll invite for 3 more.
Should have time for at least
220. Alright.
one more, if not 2.
Let's get in this match then. Join queue.
All right, we got our names. So if you don't get in today, there will be other dev streams.
Yes, I think Romanova said it was going to be like every 2 weeks-ish. That's a tentative. I don't know. But yeah, they'll announce it. But yeah, just here to play fun games.
Yeah.
You guys titles.
Siege.
And we may just see you in normal games. I don't think you get a title.
Alright.
But we may see you in normal games too.
I'm
Bright
gonna-
Marsh again.
I'm gonna play Genos again, just because I want to see more of the squid.
Come on, frontline. I don't want to do frontline.
Customize your champion.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, let me switch it back to game chat. I keep having to remind myself, as I should, but all right, switch screen. Yep. Okay, they got me right as I remembered. I see you. No damage. Got all the damage we need. We have Moji.
I probably should. Yeah, I probably should do something else.
The Prince of the Oceans stands ready.
Alright. Feel free to ask us questions again, now that chat's slowed down from game invites. Please do not invite us in game. Don't try and send us friend requests or message us in game. That's not how this is going to work, guys. We're just going to ask for in-game names in Twitch chat when we're in between games. But otherwise, that's not going to help your case.
All right, I need to remember to buy. I have been reminded to buy this game. So, Def Hands, right?
You bring war to my doorstep.
That's what I do on
bring
Genos.
destruction to yours.
Wait, no. We got Maeve, Hilo. Do I do Luminary?
I still like Toot.
No, I'm gonna go.
Do Toot.
Who animated the tribute wrong emote? Is that
Which one is that?
the Blood Rain or is that the Roar?
The battle is about to begin.
I think that's the Blood Rain one. That would be Jim.
Yeah. The Blood Rain
They do-
was Jim. The Roar
Yeah.
was Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Whichever one of tribute.
Oh wait, no, I did the roar.
You did the Roar?
When he's like
Yeah,
breathes
yeah,
fire.
you did do the Roar. I apologize.
5, 4,
How dare you?
3,
No, I'm sorry.
2, 1.
You know what?
Let the battle
I'm gonna
begin.
be dumb and just go morale boost. Who made the death cards? Dude, don't know. Our 2D team?
Might have been Thunderbrush.
Might have been Thunder Brush.
Might have been 2D team.
An enemy has drawn first blood.
Oh man, I forgot what it's like to play Moji.
You like
Like when you don't finish someone, feels so bad.
Let the starlight soothe.
Do you like the new Geno skin? Oh yeah.
I love the Jenna skin, and I'm totally not biased.
You've earned
It's not like you work on him and main Genos or anything.
Nope. No connection to the skin or Genos. Oh, Willow's just up here, shooting me. From behind.
enemies behind us. Our front line needs help.
Which one of you? Which one of y'all made the dabbing Andrew skin? Who made that embarrassing skin? The embarrassing emote.
That,
I sure hope it wasn't me.
the dabbing emote, was me.
I would own it. I would so own it.
During a, well, I'll own it. I've been wanting to go back and polish it up a little bit. I just haven't had time.
That one is a really fun one. One of the
That was
first.
like, I think that was like the first batch of roaming emotes we came
Yeah.
out with, so we didn't really have, like, we were still figuring out the system for roaming emotes and like what we can and can't do. Which is why like there are, with what we know now and the process of making roaming emotes, I could probably make it again better.
Maybe tons better now.
Which is something I do want to do, but with our production schedule, that's like something I'd have to do
Double kill.
None can last
in
the
some
might of
downtime,
the thousand.
which is very limited right now.
Yeah, there's a bunch of emote ideas I have that I want to, especially dances. They take so long, but there's a couple dances that I want to do.
Accept this gift.
How long does it take
And
from the
pineapple
idea
sauce.
of a champion to having a few animations, gameplay, etc.? Several months. I mean, our production schedule's changed. Like 3 years ago, that answer would have been like 2 or 3 months span. Now it's a little bit longer, but like
Dominate.
the ideas for general like themes of champions is pretty early, and we kind of figure out what art-wise to wrap around that. And usually by the time it gets to animation, there's a little bit of a story and a thought process figured out for what they want to be. And then we get a couple months, not a couple months, but 1 or 2 months to animate, and we'll usually do like some blockouts first just to get stuff in game and make it testable, and then like animation goes on at the same time as balancing and VFX works and finishing up the character model, and
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds.
yeah, it usually takes a couple months.
Yeah.
Who did the Tiberius Killer Instinct emote? Is that the cup
5,
one?
That was you.
4,
That's
That was
yeah.
you.
3,
Cup.
2.
That was me knocking the cup off the table.
Koga Stealth was Caitlyn. That one was an amazing emote. Does the cartoon sneak. Yeah, in the past, someone said it would take 12 weeks to make a champion. In the past, they were going a bit quicker. Hold on, I'm dying.
Enemy double kill.
Oh, I died anyway. In the past, there's a 1 year where they're putting out a ton of champions, and those went a bit quicker. But I don't know. That was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
They take a little longer now because
Enemy killing.
for one, we have more time to actually make a really interesting kit. Our design team comes up with some really cool stuff. they make animations that fit and everything. The process just takes a lot of time. Because you have characters like Io with a full second character attached to her with Luna that we just could not have done that 3 years ago. Whoever worked on emotes for Willow and Inara, you deserve a medal. They're very fitting. I agree.
Which emotes?
I think they're just saying in general, but both of them have awesome emotes. The emotes is like a good place where we get to show off the personality of the character, who they are. So we try to make sure they actually feel like the character, like maybe a funny one or a good BM emote, but also at least something that shows off the character, who they are.
They're attacking our back.
Do you have a favorite one, Brett? Favorite emote?
Favorite
You've earned
emote.
the gods' gratitude.
Trying to think of one that's not made by me. 'Cause
I mean, you could
I'm really biased.
have your own favorite emotes. No judgment, right?
I'm like, it's like one of those things where you're like, oh, what's your favorite thing that you worked on? And you're like, what have I actually worked on at this point?
Right.
It's like I can't actually think of.
I can say per champion,
Yeah, like,
but in general, I don't know.
I don't know, I tend to favor like the One Piece stuff first, so like there's a lot of like, my favorite, like Dredge's weapon inspect is still probably the most favorite thing I've done in the game, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not really an emote, but I do kind of consider the inspects like pseudo emotes, the emotes of One Piece.
15 seconds remain. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Uh-oh.
1.
Harvest is a whatever emote. Barrack dance emote.
Overtime.
Watch your backside.
I'm sneaking. I'm sneaking. We're fine.
Accept this gift. You've earned the gods' gratitude. Our stars are
I
aligned.
don't know how I'm not dead right now.
Last one standing wins.
Are you feeling too much?
Oh, did I really miss that? Oh well.
Uh-oh.
Enemy
Uh-oh.
killing spree.
Corvus trying to find friends but failing emote.
Keep those MVP for Grover ones.
My light is nearly extinguished.
We need to challenge ourselves a little more than that.
I'm looking at this Moji weapon inspect. It is so good.
Thank you. Jacob, what's your favorite skin in the game?
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds.
Hmm. I get the first one that jumps to mind is the
4,
Talus,
3, 2,
like the Monkey King Talus. Oh, I need to buy items. Hang on. Is the Monkey King Cat Talus is. I really like that skin,
Let the starlight soothe.
but I'm sure there's.
It's not ready.
If we're just talking about just skins and not like base designs, I'll go with Monkey King Talus. I think that one just is so cool, and we weren't even sure if we could pull it off, just because there's so much going on with the concept, and I'm really proud of what the team could do. Because like, I don't know, I think we did it justice.
I saw someone mention like older weapon inspects like Vivian and Tyra's a little more simple. That was the original intent of weapon inspects. Was like they weren't supposed to be emotes. They were supposed to be what the name is, inspecting the weapon. And over time, we kind of, mostly me, got
Yeah.
carried away with a few weapon inspects, and then they became more emote-like. And like it's reached a point where like we have to make sure that like we're putting in the appropriate time for certain animations. So some might be more simpler, and some might be.
This one down.
I don't know. It's kind of like
The payload.
for like dredges and like even like Corvus's inspect with his knife. It's like we had the opportunity there to do something a little more interesting,
Right.
and so we felt it was worth the extra time into that. But at a baseline, yeah, weapon inspects are supposed to be a little more simpler.
Yeah, like originally it was like you get a cool skin, you want to check out the whole skin. You can't really do that while in game, and that's a way to just like look at, you know, look at the really nice weapon model. But yeah, we made them more fun, more personality over time.
Like Genos's base weapon inspect is just that, is just looking at two poses, but because the pufferfish presented an opportunity, and even on like his shatter skin, like with the floating crystals, it gives a little more options to add some extra appeal to them.
Yeah.
But we do what we can, but we do have to like make sure we're not getting too out of scope with what weapon inspector should do.
Yeah, it's kind of extra stuff. It's us wanting to do more, but it's kind of sets a new baseline sometimes. If now we're like, oh, we got to beat that last emote. We're really, some of them are kind of over the top, and we don't want them. We want, if you have like a cool gun, we want to see the cool gun. We don't want to be like click 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 chick 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 chick, and you just never actually get to appreciate the design of it.
Yeah, like for Tiberius, we ended up giving him 2 weapon inspects just because like each weapon was so individually cool that we were like, well, if we cut the time in half to show both weapons in one inspect, it doesn't feel like we're giving the weapons like the appropriate like outlook that they deserve. And so we just split it and did a single inspect for each weapon.
We ended up, once we had that set up for Tiberius, ended up doing that for Corvus as well. For the same sort of reason. We wanted a very simple weapon inspect for his pistol, because he's military. He click clack, do a chamber check, and that's it. But it didn't feel like enough for him, and he had the other weapon, so he said, well, let's just do 2 then. Let's have one that's like kind of that, I guess the knife one is sort of lore-ish, where he just looks at the knife, and the other one is a simple pistol inspect. But that's how he would check his weapons. He's a trained officer. He's not going to swing about like Tiberius would.
Jacob, I saw someone in chat ask who your main is. I know this has already been answered, but
Pip. Pip forever. Give Pip more skins. No, I've been playing Pip since the game came out. I love his design, and his kit like is perfect for me. Off healer, grenade launcher.
my girlfriend just texted me saying, "Babe, you can't even win a game?" Question mark.
Hey, we won one.
Putting me on blast. Yeah, we won once.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds.
Man, we won once. Clearly, I know she wasn't watching.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I love these Corvus comments. Like a Corvus emote where he accidentally stabs himself. I love it because he's... Sorry, go ahead, Brad.
No, you go.
I love it because he's a serious character with, you know, he's kind of evil, and he kind of has a little bit of that tortured angle. But there's a part of him that's just like one brain cell idiot that internally, like Claire and I would joke about a bunch. He's just our idiot. But we didn't think externally people would think that too.
I think like we usually have like a list of, back when we were in office before pandemic stuff, but we usually had like a list of characteristics on like whatever champion we're currently working on, and I'm pretty sure Corvus had something along the lines of like big stupid energy.
Yeah, he had big stupid energy. He is the big stupid.
But yeah, all I was gonna say was I'm just like, it's so, I don't want to say enlightening because that's the wrong word, but it just makes me so happy seeing the community latch on to Corvus so much.
Yeah. Because we loved him for what he is. He's like kind of our baby, I guess. Not us individually, but
he's a little baby.
Yeah. He's everyone I wanted to be when I was in high school. Like
still,
edgy.
look, I'd still walk around with a collar like that if I could.
Yeah. Edgy high school freshman who hasn't figured out he's a doofus. Yeah.
Enemies behind us.
I was Corvus growing up.
I feel like Corvus and Koga would be really good friends.
Let the starlight
And yeah, they would. And Corvus had a lot of back and forth because I think a lot of people on the team. He's like sort of your hot anime guy, but he's also like he's supposed to be a bad guy, a villain, kind of evil, and we didn't want to lose that and make him too much of a joke. But there's a ton of back and forth with, how, like the modeler Matt, like doing his face so he didn't just look like a gruff man who's seen too much or too much of a baby face either. And I love the middle ground we hit with just like everything about him.
accept this gift.
I mean, he was a bit of a community favorite, which is partly why we did him, but he was also a favorite of ours.
Who is responsible for the Abyss and Magistrate on my side? I think that's a voice line, which would be Waddle Dee.
Yeah.
He loves throwing stuff like references like that in. But,
Yeah, well, like,
if it wasn't him, he would know who it was.
yeah. Waddle Dee definitely sneaks in some really good voice lines. I don't remember which of the Star Sister skins has a Tiberius Rom voice line, but that was like when I heard that was the funniest thing.
Light soothe you.
I'm gonna give all the credit to Waddle Dee. I'm not too sure who didn't, but I wouldn't be surprised if Waddle Dee did all of them.
Will dominate these
15 seconds remain.
Except for Owo. What's this? That's mine. Plain.
10, 9,
Nope,
8,
Waddle Dee.
7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We got the defense up. Their Maeve has been lighting me up all game.
I've been like mindlessly right clicking. Although I don't even know if I've actually been right clicking. Some just may not have been healing.
Is Zin like a big brother to Koga or like a dad? I think it's much more of Zin was like Koga's master and then Koga left.
my light.
Enemy
I'd love to see more from the Thousand Hands Field because we know a couple named characters, but all of them are the people who left because, well, if you know their names, then they're not doing a very good job at hiding who they are.
Oh no!
Oh no!
enemy killing.
Oh! Genos ruined it.
Defeat.
Well fought.
Are you ever gonna go back and add lines to lore link champs? It depends on a lot of things. If we can find a way to get more lines, we totally will. And we try to set up a lot of links long before you even know a champion's being released. There's a ton of things that hint at future champions that you won't know until later on. You'll be like, oh, you guys set that up a long time ago. But it's hard to like go back to Drogo's and say, hey, let's get some more voice lines from this guy. Record 5 of them, and then that's it. It's not really worth the time to do that.
Alright, thank you to those 3 that just played with us. It's 12:45. We got 15 minutes. Let's see if we can get. We'll get at least 1, maybe 2 games in. But yeah, in-game names.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I bet we can get 1 in. I don't want to step on the next person's time, next streamer.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna invite my first person. Skywalker FX. Unable to find.
Get online.
Oh. Wait. Skywalker FK. Yeah. Are you
Alright.
online? You someone else?
I'm going to pick one.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and pick one. I'll try and get them
You
again.
want me to pick 1 or 2?
Pick 2, if you got 2.
Okay. Alright. Oh, that just scrolled up. Gotta.
Yeah, guys, please make sure you're online, because we gotta invite you and get in these matches.
Alright, I'm just going to pick 2 back to back right now. Oh, stop scrolling. Oh, stop scrolling. Alright. Insane X Inflame. And Chris plays with a Z.
You might have to send this to me. Insane
Yeah,
X.
well.
What?
Hang on.
Okay.
Chris plays. Let's pick 2 stacked on top of each other.
X. Lane. Chris plays. Chris plays. Alright. Got those 2. I'm gonna try and invite this one more time. Skywalker, FK. Go offline. Alright.
No luck.
Sorry.
You want one more? You got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna scroll and pick one at random.
I'm guessing we'll have time for just one more game, and if we have time at the end, we'll just hang out for the
Alright.
last couple minutes.
I scrolled and this was at the bottom of my list. King of Rat. This is going to be the 5th member. Alright.
All right, is that everyone?
Yep.
Ooh,
We
gotta
got our
split it.
5.
King of Red. I gotta double check all these spellings later. I don't want to punch in someone wrong.
Team deathmatch.
Okay, switch to in-game.
Select a champion.
Abyss.
Just in game.
TDM.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Alright, Abyss TDM.
Knockbacks are fun.
Who should I play, chat?
Give them someone bad.
Give me someone for TDM. Actually, you know what? No, I'm taking that back. Sorry, chat. You're not picking for me. I'm picking my
Customize
boy in
your
blue.
champion.
My life for my tribe.
Koga. I wish I could play Koga. I have a strong fondness for Koga because I did his first person animations, but anytime I play Koga, I am just terrible. I cannot figure out Koga.
Yeah, I want to love Koga. I hated playing against Koga so much. Our old designer that did Koga was so good at him that like it kind of ruined Koga for me. Because I could just like never live up to how good he was at Koga.
Alright guys, since it's TDM, hopefully this game goes quick and we might be able to rush in one more after that. But
see.
invites are closed right now. If we can get in one more game, we'll try that.
Yeah, we don't. The big thing is we don't want to go over time because someone else is going to be up after us.
3, 2.
So it depends how long this one takes.
The battle has begun.
Quick!
We got 12 minutes.
All right, got to try pants this one.
We'll ask Romanova after this. We have time for one more.
Yeah.
Any last questions for us as we get in the final 10 minutes of the stream?
We had a couple questions from before, but chat scrolled past. I can't.
Yeah, if you
Hey,
if you asked a genuine question about stuff and we didn't see it or didn't answer, we're to ask it again.
Oh, I walked off the edge. I'm an idiot. Whoever was asking about Pip and Drogos having lines together, I know you're just trying to ship Pip and Drogos. That being said, send me your Pip Drogos shipping fan art.
Because he's here for it.
Just send it to me on Twitter. Send me all of your Pip fan art on Twitter. Just send me all of your fan art. Just all of it.
What hashtag do you guys follow on Twitter to find a lot of it?
The one I usually follow is Paladins fan art. Hashtag Paladins fan art. Or Paladins art as well. I just check that like pretty much every day, first thing in the morning, as I just go through and check out the fan art. And I usually save it at the end of the week. There's a ton of artists like on Paladins Amino, on DeviantArt, Tumblr that don't post on Twitter. And also Reddit. Most people on Reddit will post to both, but sometimes I'll see like this like amazing like handmade sculpture on Reddit that I'm like trying to source. Part of why it takes me a while to save them is I want to write down everyone's name who did it so I can find them again. And where I found it.
Come on, let's fight.
Is Mermaid Ying and Murnos Genos a thing?
Enemy double kill.
Unless they have any voice lines. I saw more Sailor Buck, which isn't even a thing, ship with Murnos Genos. Well, isn't a skin at least. Alright, come on, Brett, you gotta win this for us.
Why do I have to? I'm playing Grok.
You damage Grok, you know. I'm putting all the onus on you.
Alright, well, let's go. Everyone in. Let's rush them. Alright, I got one.
Enemy killing.
I missed a couple questions. It is really hard to split your attention on
Yes, it is.
TDM because it's so quick.
I hope we have a playtest today. Go try and convince myself that I'm better than this.
I gotta work on character redacted. New character.
Enemy rampage.
Here's a spoiler: the new character
Oh,
is
no.
a champion of the realm.
That was such a good Ash
Enemy double
knockback.
kill. Enemy triple kill.
The new character is not a champion of the realm. I just saw someone fall to their death. All these Ying clones are blocking all my shots.
Might have been me. I don't know where everyone is.
Who do you ship with Leon? I ship Leon with Leon. She only loves herself.
I asked the designers to buff Leon every week. And
So would you call yourself a Leon main or a Genos
I
main?
used to
Tell me
be a
which
Leon
one.
main. I haven't played her
Yeah.
in a while.
I haven't seen you play in a while.
Oh,
Enemy
did
double
I just get
kill.
big game? No, not
Enemy
big game.
rampage.
Disengaged off the map.
Oh, I didn't buy. No wonder I'm not. Man, I'm like none of my damage is sticking. They're just getting healed on our wrecker. That'll do it. Isn't the lore that Khan loves Leon? Khan is like Leon's primary protector, general, everything. It's more of a love by duty.
Enemy double kill. Enemy killing spree. Tell him Ash sent you.
I don't know what the next champ is, but we did, we did release a roadmap, so double check that. But next champion is so freaking cool. I'm so excited for the next champion. And I will stop talking about the next champion because then I'll accidentally say their name and the fact that they are a redacted. Very cool champion. That's what they are.
Very cool TM.
Very cool TM. Oh, we're coming back. Are we playing this? This will probably be the last game, looking at the time.
Yeah.
So we'll for a minute, answer any last questions if we have any. Thanks everyone for hanging out, playing with us.
Yeah, it was a lot
And
of fun.
yeah, definitely tune into future. What are we calling this?
I got the mojo.
Getting the Mojo. For a chance at the title, as well as just to play with us. You may see us here and there, just playing the game normally.
Yeah, there's gonna be different people hosting this stream every time it happens, but there are definitely more going to happen. So if you didn't get an invite, just Ash just got a triple kill knocking.
Yeah, you got both of us.
But anyways, yeah, if you didn't get invited this time, try again the next time. There's gonna be more that happen. But for those that played with us, thanks. For those that came and hung out and chatted, thanks.
Yeah, we got some good games in today. Well, mostly losses, which is embarrassing, but you know.
I won on Moji. Thank you very much.
I thought you said you didn't want that Moji win.
Well, you know what? Now that it's clear that it's gonna be, I mean, hey, just don't nobody die. We just need to get killed. I died. I fell off the.
We'll take what we can get. Oh, you're the last.
The game losing death with me getting knocked off the map. Sad trombone. Yes, I forget what I was saying now. Our Twitter handles are on the screen. Feel free to follow us. We post a lot of animation work as stuff gets announced. That we are allowed to post animation processes and work.
Send me all of your Pip fan art.
Yes, we love fan art. No more in-game names, guys. We're done.
Yeah, we don't want to.
We don't have enough time to play one more.
We'll have a stream coming up next. But thank you everyone for playing with us.
Let's go back to this screen. Let me look at chat.
And I believe for our EU players that we will have an EU day like this, so you'll have a chance at playing as well. Of course, the limitation on that is just, you know, different servers halfway across the world. We don't want to lag everyone out.
Yeah. Any last questions? About animation or anything that we are allowed to answer before we leave? We got 3 minutes. Oh, okay. Or not, we can just end it.
We will see you
in the realm.
In the realm.
Alright. Alright, bye everyone. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.
Have a wonderful day.
Stay safe. Bye.